Here we are in section 3-3 with numbers 43 through 45. Notice we're writing equations of lines. So the equation of the following perpendicular bisector. So that's interesting. We're going to go perpendicular, got to get that slope in there, and then bisector means to cut in half. So let's see how that works. First of all, we're going to remind ourselves that if you ever have a slope and a point, that's where you write the equation y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And you're able to get it simplified, y equals mx plus b, and you don't even have to do a lot of thinking about it. We'll also, just in case some of you have tried the standard form, we'll make sure and review that one here as well. Okay, so the first thing here, we know we're going to need slope, so let's get the slope of this one. Slope is 7 minus 3 y minus y over x minus x. So that slope is 4/8, which is 1/2. Now notice here, if we graph where this line is, 2, 7, somewhere up here, and -6, 3, somewhere about right there, this that connects them, yeah, that's a positive slope. It's not really steep, subtraction. That all makes sense. We don't want that problem. We want the one that comes in perpendicular and cuts this guy right in half, something like that. And so we need the slope, oh, I'm a little bit off center, slope right there, and needs to go down here. So notice this slope, we need the perpendicular. So this is slope -2/1. That's how we get that perpendicular. And now we need the point that it bisects. So let's get the average, the middle of these two. 2 plus -6 is -4 divided by 2 is a -2. It's just an average there. 7 plus 3 is 10 divided by 2 is a 5. And that's exactly what happened. It's at -2, 5, halfway in between on the x's and the y's. Now we have our slope and our point. We can forget everything else. So we get y minus y equals mx minus the x value. And simplify, distribute that in, and we get -2x minus 4. Add 5 to both sides to get the y by itself, and we get y equals simplified -2x plus 1. Excellent. Standard form, we could have gone from here and said, ooh, the slope is -2/1. That's 2x plus y equals, plus 1y equals, let me see, stick in -2. That's a -4 plus 5 is a 1. Either one of these would be just fine. Good deal. All right, let's try the next one. Find the slope of this one right here. Slope is 7 minus a -3 over 6 minus a -6. That's, let me see, 7 minus -3, that's +10 over 12. So that's a +5/6 slope. Let's find out where these points are and make sure that's about right. So 6 and 7, so that's probably up about here. And then -6, -3, about right there. So this segment that joins those two, good. We don't want that one. We want the perpendicular bisector. So we want something that comes down, oops, something like this. There we go. So if that slope is 5/6, this guy perpendicular is a -6/5. And now we need to find that point. Find the average of the x's. 6 and -6. 6 plus -6 is 0. Divided by 2 is 0. Looks like I missed the center. It's actually right there. 0. 7 plus a -3 is 4. Divided by 2 is 2. So averaging those 2 points will allow us to bisect it. Oh, this is the y-intercept. We get y equals -6/5 x plus 2. Y equals mx plus b. Now you could have done it y minus 0 equals slope plus, x minus, y minus 2. Let's write that out. Y minus 2, if you went through the whole process, slope is -6/5, x minus 0. And you'll see when it jumps in, x minus 0 is just x, and then add the 2 over for that. But yeah, if you have the y-intercept, it should go right there. Standard form would look like a 6x plus a 5y. equals, and then stick in 0, 2, and it must be a 10. So that's using the standard form slope shortcut there. Good. All right, the last one. Let's do, find the slope here. 1 minus 1 over 10 minus 4. That's the slope of 0 over 14. That's the slope of 0. 10, 1, and negative 4, 1. Yeah, that's a horizontal line right there. That's exactly right. So when we go through this one, yeah, let's pick a good color here. When we go perpendicular bisector, it's going to look like this. Oops, not quite like that, but close enough there. So the slope here is 0. What's perpendicular of 0? That's undefined. That means this equation of the line is going to be x equals some number. We can't even use that guy because we don't have a number that is a slope. So x equals something in a perpendicular line, so it has to be x equals, and we got to find out what this point is. That point is 1 plus 1 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. 10 plus a negative 4 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. So that's what we did there. 10 plus a negative 4 divided by 2. That just gives us the average. And we get, it must be x equals 3. All right, that's a vertical line that goes through the point 3. And it cut those 2 points exactly in half. Excellent.